Hey up! Welcome back. Now just a short video today, and I need to go through a couple of issues. The first of which is just to correct some detail with respect to that last video when myself and Andy and Colin went for a ride, and Colin was on his BSA Goldstar 650, and I told you about some of the issues he was having with that bike and the fact that he's got a new engine on order because from time to time it sticks in gear. That little tiny part of that video, shall we say, generated some interesting responses, most of which were very helpful, and one or two were not quite so helpful. So I think it's appropriate that I come on here now and just put the record exactly as it should be in terms of the exact issues that Colin's been having with his bike and what we were told face to face by the BSA representative not that long ago. Now, of course, all comments on my channel are public facing. If you view the channel, you can view the comments. So when I read out this particular comment here, then I'm not actually breaching any confidences. It was something that was uploaded into the comment section for all to see by the commenter or commentator. Right, let me read this out to you. So, hi Dave, good start. Just watched your video on the BSA Gearbox issue. I've never heard so much rot in all my life, and you're banding it about on YouTube that BSA have got so many bikes out there with gearbox issues, and apparently the way you can solve it temporarily is to switch off the engine, put the side stand down and then put it back up. Return the ignition back on and apparently, hey presto, it's back to neutral. You, me, are so irresponsible you shouldn't be let out on your own. What complete utter rot. I'm an ex-bike mechanic and I've worked on motorcycles for over 30 years, and apparently your mate Colin is riding around on his, I've seen him on your rear view camera, and BSA are allowing him to carry on doing that apparently with a major gearbox issue. Doesn't say much for BSA. And is Colin a bit worried that he's going to get stranded in the middle of nowhere with his apparently faulty gearbox? Well, apparently he ain't too worried. And of course you, me, should be very worried with that heap of crap BSA that you've got, me. But mind you, you are well in with BSA's rep that really knows everything. You better make sure that you've got your AA cover when you're out on your piece of junk. It just shows you how many idiots are running these YouTube channels. Signed, Pete. Thanks, Pete. Really appreciate that. Very kind of you. Anyway, notwithstanding somebody that's clearly fallen out with me massively there for no good reason, I would suggest let's just put the record straight. First off, the issue of putting the side stand down, as Colin has cleared up for me, is absolutely nothing to do with clearing the fault. It's just that you have to stop, and in stopping put down the side stand as you would normally anyway, and then go through a process of turning the ignition off, leaving the bike for a few seconds, turning it back on again, and the fault seems to disappear. Those are the symptoms as reported by Colin. Fact. So all I was reporting on that piece in that video was what Colin had related to me about his experiences with the BSA, including the fact that BSA know about the fault, that it's a very, very small number of bikes out there that are affected, and that replacement engines will be supplied in each and every case free of charge. And I also reported another simple fact, which was that we'd had a conversation with the BSA rep about this, and that is what he had relayed to us. So those are the facts, not my opinion, not a critique of BSA. I've got one after all at the end of the day. And no, Pete, they're not a pile of junk. It's not a pile of crap. And I don't think those sorts of responses are particularly helpful. I'm quite happy to receive constructive criticism all day long. You need only look through the comments on my channel that are left to stand. Some of them are highly critical. and I don't have a problem with that at all. Can't expect everybody to agree, but I think that response to that particular video was just a bit unfair in the circumstances. So I reserve the right to reply because it's my channel. Now then, the other thing, another bloody scam coming my way from a supplier offering collaboration in return for equipment sent to be reviewed. And this time, an email from DJI. Yes, DJI, or as it has transpired, not DJI. DJI, of course, the famous makers of top quality action cameras and drones and the like. So yeah, I had a look at this, and after a little bit of delving, sure as sure, my initial concerns were confirmed. It's complete fake. So I'll just put it up on the screen now. You can see exactly the wording of that email. So when it initially came through, I said, yeah, tell me more. And so they sent through another long email, and sure as sure, halfway through that email, an invitation to open a zip file. Open a zip file to view contractual arrangements. The same issue that I had last time with a company purporting to be from, would you believe, Ray-Ban sunglasses. Exactly the same format. So what happens is they send you an email, are you interested? You send it back saying, might be, tell me more. And then they send you another email talking about how much they will pay you, what equipment they will send you, and invite you to sign a contractual arrangement up front by way of a downloaded zip file which you're required to open. And then guess what happens? Fortunately, my Norton antivirus picks these things up and it gets no further. So I sent an email back to them saying this is clearly a scam. You've got 24 hours basically to fess up. And of course I didn't get any reply. But what I did get was another identical email with the identical proposition. So they're not giving up anytime soon, are they? And yeah, DJI, Chinese company, for some reason, their PR outfit has a Belgian email address. Hey! Who do you think you're kidding? So, just a word of warning to any of you guys out there that are in the formative stages of setting up a YouTube channel and getting decent enough numbers to reasonably expect offers to come along to review products, that all is not always what it seems. Check it out, and for goodness sake, if anywhere within the body of any text in an email there is an invitation to open a file, don't do it. Don't do it. Get it checked out, do your research, because it's one almighty scam. Alright then, that's it for today. Please can I take this opportunity again to ask you to subscribe to this channel. It really helps in my endeavours. Of course, all my content is completely free to view whenever and however many times that you want. And the only thing I ask by way of return, please, is if you click subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, not now, not ever, but it massively helps me. So please, if you would do that, I really would appreciate it. So until the next time, and in the meantime, ride safe, be kind, and I'll see you.